go. So, oh wait, let me move that chair. I'm not a big fan of that chair there. So you're gonna come in this way. Is that what we agreed? You're just gonna step over this.
However you want.
Yeah.
So okay, so you don't need me then for a
Negative.
bit.
Not at the
Okay.
beginning. Yeah. You got probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Okay. All right, and then I can actually just go all the way through and come in right here.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
You know this place better than I do,
Yeah.
obviously.
I've been here a time or two.
A couple times. All right. Hey, hey. Woo! Getting ready for the show. Getting ready for the show. Hey ho. So excited. Norman Film Studios. Norman Studios. What is it? What is it again officially? Norman Silent?
Norman Studios Silent Film Museum.
Norman Studios Silent Film Museum. Got it.
Yep.
Okie doke. What's up, Schwam? This can just stay in your pocket. Schwam's in the house. Schwam's in the house. Hey, hey. Okay, we got battery. Battery's looking good on both of those, pretty much. Woo, 6 days. You kidding me right now? 6 days. 6 days. Day 4. I'm so excited. Don't forget, it's day 4. P, don't say day 1 again. What's wrong with you? All right. So here we are. World Series of Love. What's up, David? David's chilling. David's chilling. Woo! All right. You guys, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. I really don't. So when okay. It's going to be like that, and then back to 1. Add, and then back to 1. Hey, hey, 1, 2. Hey, hey, 1, 2. Bam. Woo. All right, Nick. Coming at you strong right here, bro. You ready for this? It's going to be fun. I'm so excited. Schwam is chilling. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited to be back on a piano. 6 days. Party begin. 6 days in the Ville, the Ville. 6 days in the Ville, the Ville, the Ville. 6 days in the Ville, yeah. Jackson, that is. Six days in the Ville, yeah. 6 days in the Ville, Jackson, that is, yeah. 6 days in the Ville, 6 days in the Ville, oh, yeah. Day 4. Built the hall upon this quiet point around, invited all his friends to visit his new town. Pillars and the gardens would stand the test of time, and the Yamaha is singing music into wine. You see how that dream can grow, break ground with the water flows, build it up and you watch it grow. This place I know, this place I know. He built the hall upon this highest point around, invited all his friends to come to his new town. Come on! The pillars and the gardens stand the test of time, and the chickering is singing music into wine. See how that dream can grow, break ground with the water flows, build it up, watch it grow. This place I know, this place I know. You see how that dream can grow, break ground with the water flows, build it up watch it grow. Build it up and you watch it grow. See how that dream can grow. Break ground, water flows. Build it up and you watch it grow. This place I know. This place I know. Oh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. What is up, everyone? So good to see you. Hi, how are you? My name is MikelParis. I'll be your host for this evening's performance and hangs. Yeah, I'm going to touch my face and I'm going to drink. And it's sweet tea. So tonight I'm so excited. Welcome to 6 Days in the Ville, day 4. Today, man, I'm so excited to be at this place. So we are at the Norman Studios Silent Film Museum. And this place is just awesome. It's so inspiring, and I came and scouted the location earlier this week. I just couldn't wait to come back. I'm so happy to be here. So thank you guys all for hanging out. Hoggins chilling, West Coast. Nick, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Ada Maz in the house. Reverend Cafferty Schwam. David, what's up? Thanks, David. I appreciate it. So that song actually I wrote for a Tune Trek, and it seemed appropriate, you know, for this space and this location, man. Oh, man. Just thank you guys for tuning in. It's been such a great week, invigorating, exhausting, fulfilling, inspiring. This is the first time that 6 days has done 6 consecutive days from 6 different historic landmarks. And it was a pretty big pill to swallow, or however you want to phrase that, a big pie to slice. But I wanted to challenge myself, and it's just been absolutely amazing. Every day is just, every place is exciting and different and new. I'm not going to repeat any songs for 6 days, so I'll probably be playing like 40, 45 songs. What is Tune Trek? It's a good question, MikelParis. What is Tune Trek? Well, you can go right there to the link, mikelparis.com/tunetrek. I got 12 episodes up. So, also, I'm giving away the Snidbits sticker pack. If you haven't listened to Snidbits yet, check it. Here comes the link. Here comes the link. Check out Snidbits. 8 songs written during the pandemic. And I had 8 different artists do the artwork for each song. And so we got 9 stickers in here, including the album cover. And 2 lucky folks will win a sticker pack. I'll have these all summer with me as well. So tag your friends, start tagging your friends, start fragging your 10s, start tagging your friends, and let's do it. Let's play another song. By the way, when I walked in here and I saw that there was a piano, I played it and it was in tune. Thanks for having the piano in tune, Devin. I know it was already in tune, but I appreciate it being in tune. It's treating the piano with, you know, respect and not letting it warp and go out of tune. It's so awesome. And I'm a fan of the Yamaha upright, so this is going to be such a joy to play tonight. So I'm only doing piano songs tonight. We're in the Silent Film Studios. Wait till you just, okay, so I'm going to feature some clips from films that were made by the person that started this whole place. This is so exciting to me. So they're silent films, so I've kind of chose some songs that seem to work with the clips, and I'm going to do the first one for you right now. I know. I don't know what's going on. But listen, just imagine we're back in the 19-teens, early 20s, and there was no color back then. I don't know if you guys realize that. In general, there was nothing in color. So I'm trying to pay homage to that. And this is another song that's been in my hopper for a while. I hope you like it. It's called Wouldn't You Like? And this is going to feature, I'm not going to tell you to walk to the river. So this is the clip from one of the silent films on the ship. regeneration. And so the person, I know I'm already asking for help, and I haven't even brought her in to interview yet. Devin's going to come in, which she's going to talk about all this amazing stuff here. Let me show you the model that he built. This is the model that he actually used in the film, and I'm going to show you a clip as I go and play this song for you. And it's called "Wouldn't You Like." I hope you like it. 1, 2. Check it. 1, 2. Check it. 1, 2. I think it's called "Wouldn't You Like to Walk to the River." Yeah, check it. 1, 2. I hope you like it. Wouldn't you like to walk to the water, drown all the sorrows away? Couldn't you find 2 reasons to weather? Birds of a feather will play. Wouldn't you like to be home again? I know you would. Wouldn't you like to walk to the river, talk for an hour or 2? Couldn't you find 2 reasons to weather? Birds of a feather will do. Wouldn't you like to be home again? I know you would. We will be happy again, yes. Ride this ship till the end, yeah. We will be happy again, happy again. Wouldn't you like to be friends again? I know you would. I know you could. We will be happy again, yes. Ride this ship till the end, yes, 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 yes. We will be happy again, oh, oh, oh. Ride this ship till the end, yeah. We will be happy again, yeah. Ride this ship till the end, oh, 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 oh. We will be happy again. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Oh man, it's been a while since I played that one. And I actually then realized that there was a lyric about a ship in there. And welcome, Devin. Oh, good to see you. I didn't even give you a heads up. That's okay. Let's make sure that you are on and ready to go.
Hey,
welcome.
I'm here and ready to go.
Devin's here. Welcome and ready. What's your official title here?
I am a co-founder of the Norman Studios Silent Film Museum, and I'm the communications director.
Excellent. So, man, we all need a little backstory on why this is here. Why is this in Jacksonville? Why, like, what was so important about Jacksonville during that period of time? I didn't even realize. When I was doing my research, I was like, what? Norman Film Silent Film Studios?
Yeah,
so awesome.
it's taken a while for people to to learn about that, but the film industry really started in the New York, New Jersey, Chicago area. But there were problems with filming outside, particularly during the colder months. The starlets didn't want to be outside. It was cold. It was uncomfortable.
Starlets outside,
right? And sometimes it would damage the film stock. And so after a few just disastrous experiences trying to film outside in the winter, a company called Calum decided we have got to find a year-round warmer place to film.
And when are we talking here, year-wise?
So this would have been in 1907. 1907. They put a guy on the train, sent him south. This was during the time that Mr. Flagler was building up St. Augustine as a playground for the rich and famous. And so he came south. He stopped in Jacksonville. Now, in 1901, Jacksonville's entire downtown core burned to the ground. Ugh. It was a major fire that made headlines around the world. By 1907, when he pulls up into the train station and he steps off, and we are at that time the most ultra-modern downtown anywhere in the country. We have these beautiful, brand new, just glittering, skyline, but we also, still have the beaches and the farmland and in St. Augustine, and really amazing, just amazing places to shoot, in terms of the scenery.
Right.
And so he telegraphs back and says, "Hey, I think we found our place." Yeah. So Calum comes down the next year. They do a couple of films. One of them is called A Feud in the Everglades, and it's just an awful. It's a love story, but it's kind of a violent story, and so this film comes out, and immediately all of Florida is mad. We're like, how dare you shoot us in this light? But the filmmakers up north, all they cared about, they weren't even paying attention to the story. They were looking at the scenery, the palm trees, and the marshlands and the sunshine. So where is this? We have got to get down there. Yeah. So they did, and the very next year really was the genesis of the film industry in Jacksonville. It stayed here, hot and heavy for about 15, 20 years before everything ended up going westward. The westward expansion, as they call it.
So the gentleman that started making all the films here, what was his full name?
His name was Richard Norman.
Richard Norman, hence Norman Studios Silent Film.
Right.
And how many films did he make?
So he made, that we know of, around 8 feature films. He really started his career kind of traveling the Midwest, and he had some footage of a train wreck and a script, and he did the same film over and over in all these little towns, and he would invite the townspeople out to be in the movie, and then he would release it, and it was this great turnkey thing. Right. Well, somewhere along the line, he ended up in Chicago for a bit, and we believe that is where we don't know if they met, but we know that they corresponded quite a bit, but he talked a lot with Oscar Micheaux, who is considered the father of black filmmaking. Now, Mr. Norman was a white gentleman, but he had a heart for race relations, and he also, just as a businessman, saw a growing niche and a need for films that starred African Americans, but that African Americans would want to go see. Because we're talking about the first couple of generations who had not been enslaved. They were amassing wealth, and they wanted to be able to go out on the town, have dinner, and see a show, and have people who looked like them who were not playing all the negative stereotype roles. And
incredible.
So he saw a place for that. He saw a need for it, and so he started creating all black cast films from then on.
And we're gonna let's talk about this next one. We're gonna show a brief clip from Bulldogger.
Okay.
So tell us, set that one up, and then I found this cool song that seems to work well with that, and we're gonna see how it goes with me accompanying the silent film a little bit.
Okay, beautiful. So the Bulldogger starred Bill Pickett. He was one of the first very famous black rodeo cowboys, and he invented the rodeo sport of bulldogging. That was when back then they would send dogs out to when they had to separate a bull from the herd for whatever reason to treat them, see if they were sick or whatever.
Right.
And so the dogs would just nip their lips and just kind of stun them, and so the cowboys could go get them.
Huh.
Well, Bill Pickett, he was a bit of a I mean, he was a bit of a rowdy guy, in terms of he was just brave, and he was watching these one day, and for whatever reason he decided, you know what, I think I could do that myself. So he would ride up beside the bull, a steer on a horse, and then he would come down, grab his horns, and he would bite them, in the lip. Yes, he would bite them in the lip, just like the bulldogs did, and and pull them down. Now there's a different iteration of it now. They call it steer wrestling, and they don't bite them.
There's no lip biting anymore.
Right, but we believe that. So when he started traveling with rodeos, and particularly with the Miller Brothers 101 Wild West show, that was a very famous Wild West show. They were very popular back then. And we believe that perhaps Mr. Norman went to one of those shows or one of those rodeos and was impressed with Bill Pickett and put him in a couple of films.
That's so cool. So we're going to see him in this clip, right?
Yes, and unfortunately, to our knowledge, the full film doesn't exist anywhere.
Right.
But knock on wood, I'm hoping one day we find it.
Well, you can see like the clip I showed of the last clip, the quality of it.
Right.
It's finding just portions that still are visible, and the rest of it was just
Right.
What can you do, right? I mean, once the film is deteriorated that bad, we were talking a little bit about maybe AI can fix it. Maybe is AI listening right now? Are you listening right now? I don't know.
AI is always listening.
Always listening. My
Always
phone's turned,
listening.
even when you think your phone's turned off. Oh,
Let's
man.
put them to a challenge then.
All right, let's put them to a challenge.
Yep. Recreate our silent films that were lost.
Please. And but this one looks really good, actually. So check this out. So this is a little clip from Bulldogger featuring this incredible scene of him actually wrangling the bull, like doing what you just explained.
Yep.
So cool. All right, you guys ready for this? And so this song I'm going to play is called Decision. This is off of my Flow release. And I remember writing this song on my Baldwin piano that I grew up learning how to play piano at my parents' house one day, and coming up with this progression. I remember it very clearly. Wakefield, Massachusetts. And it just kind of coalesced into this thing, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it. And I'm excited to play it on this friggin'... Again, thank you so much for having bringing this piano just just for today. I appreciate that. And it sounds and plays really, really great. So so keep it up, because then I'll come back. Don't let me mess that up. So without further ado, here's Decision, and you'll get to see some of this clip. When was this film made, Bulldogger?
The Bulldogger, I believe, was in early 20s. It had been around 1923.
So about 100 years ago.
Yes.
This was filmed, let's just say this was filmed 100 years ago.
Yep.
Check this out.
Make a decision to be real. I alone could tell you what the deal is. Make a decision to contain yourself. I alone was your one true friend. Yes. Do, 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 da. Do, do, da, da. Do, 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 da. Do, da. Da, 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 da. Make a decision to divide along the lines. I was the one that could take you in stride. Yes, I was. Make a decision to remain the fool, remain the fool. We all can dive into the deep end of the pool. Yes, we can now. All rise today, fall into this space. Will I die this way? Left to wonder why. You know that I try to make it to the end. To the end. That's right. Oh, oh, da, 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 da. All of the time I was alone by myself, I came alive to the meaning of hell. Yes, I'll rise today, fall into this space. Will I die this way? Left to wonder why. You know I try to make it to the end. To the end. Will the gypsy time ever end? To that distant time before we were friends, fading by, fading by, yeah, fading by. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I'll take you down. I'll take you down. Do, 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 do.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. How was that?
That was amazing.
Did you like it?
Beautiful, yes.
That song's been with me for a little while, but again, there's nothing like playing a real piano. I'm just saying. Like, I love my Nautilus. Don't get me wrong. I love Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo is going to be with us. That's whatever. It's Korg Nautilus. Captain Nemo.
Okay.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So, but we'll see Captain Nemo tomorrow at St. Andrew's Church. I'm going to be doing one of these from there tomorrow.
It's a beautiful spot.
You know firsthand how beautiful that spot is. And I'm super excited about that. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget, join the Michael Paris newsletter. You can just go right to MikelParis.com and check that out, as well as normanstudios.org. Can we put that link in the thing? Can we put that link in the thing? Here it comes. There it is. Whoa! It's so quick. Sometimes you just visualize in your brain and then it manifests in a chat. I don't know. So you got to be careful sometimes what you're thinking about, because you don't want those thoughts necessarily to manifest in the chat. I don't know. And so day 5 tomorrow, St. Andrew's Church. Just a quick couple things. May, I'm doing a show with Of Good Nature in Virginia Beach. No, that's June. I'm sorry. That's June. But I will be playing at the Rock by the Sea Festival May 1st through the 5th in Okaloosa Island. Have you ever been there?
No, I've not.
It's pretty cool. It's all the way on the other side, on the tip, right at the Panhandle by Tallahassee.
All right.
And it's going to be friggin' amazing. I'm super excited. So those of you that are coming, can't wait to see you guys there, as well as if you want to get into sound checks, if you want to watch shows that I'm performing that you can't be at. Sometimes when I do these events, I hang out later, like tomorrow night and Tuesday, and play some more songs for the invited audience. There'll be an invited audience tomorrow and Tuesday. The only way you can access all the live recordings from these is if you're a 730. And so that link can come up. There it is, patreon.com/MikelParis. It's like someone's reading my mind. It's like I'm reading my mind, and somehow I have a Neuralink. I haven't told anyone that yet, but I did get a Neuralink, and so I am controlling everything. No, that's not true. What's up, Kathy? Kathy, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on a Sunday. So guitar drumming. Also, I just want to tell you quickly about my next album that's coming out. You didn't see the guitar drumming because the guitar is in there because I wanted to focus on this. But I'm super excited for my winter release. It'll be 8 or 10 songs with my guitar drumming style, really driving it, which is this organic. Maybe I'll show it to you if you want. And let's talk quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more song for you guys. So don't go anywhere. And let's set this one up because I feel like this is part of the story behind you. Can we see that behind you? Yes, we can. So this next one, is this maybe his most well-known?
It is. Okay. It absolutely is.
So this is called Flying Ace.
Flying Ace.
And this was made in?
This was made in 1926.
26. And this is also an all-black cast.
Yes. Yes.
It's so interesting because one of the other places I was at, the Mandarin Museum, there's an old schoolhouse there that I'm going to play a song in on Tuesday. It seems like there's a lot. There's some historic places in this area that really are focused on this. That was like an all-black educational institution, that old schoolhouse, and it just warms my heart to see, like, in a time where it was not easy, and yet there were people that were standing up for this belief that we are all equal, and it's ridiculous. We are all equal, and that taking a risk too to to put these films out.
They really were.
I mean, he could have been. Did he get death threats? Did people like come at him where they were like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?"
Not that we know of. The filmmaker's son, we called him Captain Norman. He was on our board for a while.
Captain Nemo. Captain Norman. Maybe they're related.
Yes.
I don't know.
In spirit, anyways. But he was on our board for a while, and we asked him, because he was a little boy who would run and play on this property when his dad was making films here, and he doesn't recall anything like that, but he was young too, so they may have protected him.
He might have been aware, right?
But we do believe also the way that Jacksonville is situated, the area that we're in, the Arlington area, it's separated from downtown Jacksonville through by the St. Johns River.
Right.
And so at that time, and this was prior to, there's 2 major bridges that connect Arlington with downtown. And this was long before either of those bridges went up. And so this area was very isolated. And we believe that perhaps that's how Mr. Norman was able to freely do the kinds of work that he was doing.
Oh.
Although he did film scenes, out in downtown and different areas, but we don't believe that he could have had his full, operation, in an area that wasn't, that was downtown. We believe that he, probably would have been run out of town, because this was a Klan stronghold back then. And so just the geography of it, we feel like, with the St. Johns River kind of enveloping him, enveloping this area.
It was a barrier. It was like a moat.
Protected.
Yeah, it was like, and so this whole area was predominantly black at the time. People living here, or was it mixed?
No, I think it was mixed. It was very isolated. There wasn't a whole lot out here, at all.
So he had a lot of property here, right? And he had a lot of
Right.
buildings and structures, right? Which we didn't get really to look at, and I know some of them have been repurposed and everything. But this building that we're in, specifically, what did he use this for? Just
so this building actually started as a cigar factory.
Hey!
It went bankrupt before the first cigar rolled off, from what we
Oh, no.
understand.
That's too
But this was right around the time that this was just after the Kalem Company had come down here, and so other film companies were
Taking
here.
notice,
At our height, there was about 30 of them. Some of them were small companies that didn't last very long. Some of them, though, were the beginnings of MGM and Paramount and the companies that are still the big boys today. But this property was purchased by a company called Eagle Film City, and it was just this building at the time, and then they added the 5 other buildings that comprise the property today. And their dream was to create literally a small village, a small city where people would live here and to make films. So, and they did that. They did some films for a while. A few of those films still exist.
That's so cool.
And then when they went bankrupt, Mr. Norman came in and bought this property in the early 20s, and then he kind of kept the industry here. This was kind of, when they were making the flight out to the west, but he kept part of the industry here for a few more years.
So Flying Ace. Flying Ace was an all-black cast, and just a little synopsis of the story so that we can set up this clip.
Okay.
That I'm gonna play to, and he built props for it, including this, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
so what part of there's a plane, there's multiple
So
planes.
there was actually. Well, there's multiple planes in the story. There was only one plane.
Of course, because they
the
could
good
repurpose.
guys,
Yes,
yes, the
good
good
guys, bad
guys' plane got shot, from a different angle than the bad guys'
Right.
plane. Now this was the tail part of a prop plane that he used for more close-ups.
Close-ups.
And,
That's so
right,
cool.
Right, and the story for the Flying Ace was about some package of money went missing from the train station, and at the time, a black gentleman who had come home. Everybody was celebrating him. He was a famous war pilot, which was not a thing. It did not happen then.
Right.
But in the story, he was a famous war pilot, and but he had been a railroad investigator prior to that. And so when he comes home, he goes back into action in his old job, and finds the money, catches a good guy, gets the girl. And it's a great film. And
So in this clip, the girl was being sort of kidnapped, right, by someone else, and
Yes, by the
then
bad guy.
he's chasing it,
Yes.
and then the plane catches fire, and then he flies above and drops a ladder.
Yes, a rope ladder.
A rope ladder.
Totally realistic.
Yeah. And then she climbs up the ladder to safety,
Yes.
and then the other dude crashes, and whatever happens to him. So that's the segment that I actually have. So
Yes.
we're gonna see that where it's like an airplane battle, rope ladder. She
Right.
goes to safety. It's
Yes.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So this is Flying Ace. I hope you like it. This is gonna be a clip, and I'm gonna play my song Highway, which I haven't played for a while, but it sort of has that same, just like sort of take to the road, like travel and the feeling, the freedom of that. And as a pilot, that's gotta be. I always wanted to be a pilot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My eyesight did not let that happen. Unfortunately, I wanted to be like a pilot, musician, magician. I wanted to be a combination. So I would fly for a little bit, and I'd go back and do some magic for people, and then fly a little bit, and then go back to the cabin and play some music, and then fly a little bit.
Well, making music is kind of like making magic, isn't it?
It's true. It's true. Where does it come from? Where do we pull that from? So I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Devin, seriously, this was, you took your time on a Sunday to come out and hang with me, and I really, really, really appreciate that. I hope that I can come back and we can do some more
Absolutely.
stuff,
Of course, yeah.
I come through Jacksonville often, So let's look at that model one more time since I
Okay.
have that shot. So this is the model that was used for some of the shots in that earlier clip we showed.
Yes, that was used in Regeneration.
Regeneration. And he built that?
Mr. Norman did, yes.
And so he was really good at, or he became good because he had to.
Yeah.
Is
He
that-
actually was an inventor as well.
What did he
yes.
invent?
The main thing that he invented was a system that would sync up sound and
Oh, like
video.
time code.
Right.
Like
and
a
so, no, to
sync code.
create talkies. And he was there were a couple of other systems like his, but it was two different machines. So you had to push play on both
Simultaneous.
machines at exactly the right time.
I remember that with
right?
tape decks.
Right.
You had to, yeah.
But he sold a dozen or so of these. They were around $6,000 a pop, which was a fortune back
then,
then,
yeah.
right?
60
but was
grand.
pretty successful with it until someone else figured out how to put sound on film.
Boo.
Yes.
Well, I guess yay, but for him, but amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, he took a financial hit with that. But so that was the last of his filmmaking. But he still stayed in the industry for a bit. He still did some distribution. He distributed some of the Lena Horne films and some of the early Joe Louis fight films. And
Wow.
so he stayed in the business for a bit.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much. And again, normanstudios.org to learn more
Yes.
and to support. And there's a YouTube channel too that has a lot of stuff
Has
on
some more
it.
stuff.
Clips. And that's just Norman
It's just look up Norman Studios
on YouTube, and you'll see all the stuff.
Yep.
All right, so this song, Highway, I can't wait to play this for you on this Yamaha. Again, thank you so much for hanging out.
you.
Really appreciate you taking the time, and look forward to coming back next time.
All
right, you guys ready for this? And there's the link, normanstudios.org.
Thank you.
So appreciate all of you guys for tuning in on a Sunday. Don't forget tomorrow, different place, but similar time. And for you 7:30-ans, I'll see you somewhere between 6:30 and 7. Today I was starving. I had to go to Wendy's. Hence my sweet tea. I'm sorry. But you don't want to, performing when you're hungry is just not a good idea. Better to take 7 or 8 minutes and put something in your gullet, you know. So without further ado, Highway, thank you again so much. Thank you guys for chilling and hanging out. I hope you like it. And this is Flying Aces, the clip.
Beautiful.
Check it 1, 2. I've been holding on for the wrong reasons, baby. Recognize the damage that it's done. I never had thought that you'd contemplate suicide. Thought you had one reason to live. And I used to think this was monotony. I and you, we both can be free. Take to the highway where your soul can breathe. Break out of your silence with me. Highway, and I'll draw you in, yes I will. We are both part of this engine. Come on. Inside this house was a long lost memory that
inside my head, inside my head. I never had thought that this love would someday dissipate. How can we bring it back again, 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 again? And I used to think that this monotony, I and you, we both can be free. Take to the highway where your soul can breathe. Take back your silence with me, with me, with me. Take to the highway and I'll draw you in. Yes, I will. We are both part of this engine. Don't give up. Don't despair. Wherever you are, I'm there. Take to the highway where your soul can breathe. Break out of your silence.